Hello and welcome to the Congo Hour. I want to thank you for joining. My name is Trippy. Wayna is not here this evening. Duff, she's home studying for an exam she has tomorrow.
Okay.
So we want to wish Wayna well on her exam.
Good luck, Raina.
Yeah, I wanna wish her well. I know she's going to do excellent like she always has. I put a little post out on Facebook saying she wasn't coming because she had to study for a makeup test because she failed the first one. So she's probably going to be upset with me, but that's not the case. She just wants to continue to do excellent in her career. So I want to thank everyone again for watching. We have Duffy Samuels here this evening. He's coming to talk about the annual Duffy's Hope Celebrity basketball game that's happening on August the 1st. And he's going to talk about some of the celebrities who are coming. He always has oh I just can't even describe some of the people that he has brought to Wilmington. I want to thank him, and it's really all because of his passion for his Duffy's Hope organization, which mentors children. So we definitely want to ask for support. Even if you can't come to the game, maybe you can just purchase some tickets. If you want to donate to his organization, he will give the contact information. But it's a great event that you definitely don't want to miss. It's a lot of fun. I've been fortunate enough to play, or at least be invited. I've been invited to play in most of the celebrity games. I don't really get a lot of playing time, but we'll work on that this year, right? Right, Duff?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. I can't. I mean, I'm sitting here giving you all these props, and I'm getting like 3 minutes a game. I know.
Really? 3
Yeah.
minutes? I thought it was more than that.
No,
man.
I don't
Okay.
think so. I don't
Okay.
think so. But
Yeah.
most of it's probably my fault because by the first half,
You tired?
my knees hurt. Yeah, I'm tired and everything. But so the second half, I'm like, go ahead, y'all can play. But it's a lot of fun. I think it's a whole weekend full of events. So
Right.
I'll let Duffy talk about that. But we also have Ralph Eileen. He's coming to talk about some things that he has going on. He is the owner of Bobby Ryan's. Right on. Did I say that right? Right.
Bobby Ryan.
Bobby Ryan's. Yeah, Bobby Ryan's. I don't know why I want to call that Ryan's. Bobby Ryan's. Right on the 300 block of Market Street downtown in Wilmington. It's a really nice place. Always has events going on, birthday celebrations. There's a lot going on down there, so I'm sure he's going to talk about that. I'm not sure if my dad's coming. Hopefully he's coming so he can share some of his wisdom with us this evening. But then, as always, towards the end of the show, we'll have our funeral announcements and we'll have some community news. So what's going on, Uncle Duff?
Oh, thank you, nephew, for having me on, man. I appreciate it, man.
You got to come on a few more times before the big event.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate the invitation.
All right,
man.
so give us some
Anybody.
background about Duffy's Hope.
Well, Duffy's Hope, we work with kids, and we started just in the city, but now we're Newcastle County-wide.
Okay.
And we work with kids ages 12 to 18. We focus on education, life skill, decision-making, job readiness, college readiness, prevention of gangs, prevention of drugs and alcohol, also etiquette and financial literacy. I work with these kids throughout the year. Some kids come in the 6th grade, and we follow them all the way until they graduate high school. And then they graduate from the program. Like now we have 2 kids that are in college. One of our kids is a sophomore, actually be going to be a junior next year. So we follow them all the way through. So, that's our whole process is really, taking kids that are hopeless and giving them hope and taking them out of uncertain situations and giving them a better situation for them, So, it's not just me. So first of all, let me give credit to my group of volunteers and staff members that help me do what I do because, a lot of people just think it's just Duffy. It's not just me. I got a host of people that help me behind the scenes who really don't want credit. But, I thank them for their support and my board of directors as well. And like I said, all our events all our programs are free. That's just the ambassador program right there where we work with the kids. And the kids come on Mondays and they have their community workshops and everything. And then on Wednesdays they have tutoring. And then also once a month they have to do a community service project where, we do community cleanups. We also did, Food Bank of Delaware, Sunday breakfast missions, the Ronald McDonald House. So I think it's important for me to pour back tell the kids it's important as you pour back into the community because the community's helping us, so we got to get back to the community as well. So, just got to, show them that it's a better way also. And then also we take them on educational field trips and also we recreational. Yesterday we were supposed to go to Hershey Park, but unfortunately it rained, so we didn't make it. So we scheduled for next Friday to go.
Okay.
So, and then we also provide free basketball league. which is over at the PAL Center for the boys, ages 15 to 17-year-old high school boys. And then the girls is over at Frank's Boys and Girls Club. So both groups play on Monday nights, you know. And again, thank you for sponsoring your team in the league. Hopefully you come over and get a chance to.
I think we're 2-0.
Yeah, you're 2-0 right now, you know. Yeah,
2-0.
you're 2-0, so you're keeping up. So hopefully you show up at the game,
That's
though.
right.
So you can see where your money's going, man. And, you know, them programs are free. We don't charge the kids for anything. That's why it's important that this fundraiser we do on August the 1st, that people really support it, because it helps, you know, goes back into direct programming, you know, to make these programs free. Like when we go on these trips, I don't charge the kids anything, you know, so that's why this is a, you know, a wonderful thing that we're doing. Like you said, I'm glad you said some of the things, you know, it's not really about the celebrities, it's about bringing the communities together, you know, letting people know we can have a good time in Delaware. And then, you know, the icing on the cake is the celebrities, you know, that's the draw, really.
Right. So how can a family get involved in Duffy's Hope if they have a child or someone they know that's young that wants to be a part of Duffy's Hope? What's the process?
Well, the process is they call us, and right now we have a waiting list, but, you know, hopefully, you know, people will hear us. I know we're working with the state right now to get some extra funding so we can work with some more kids, you know, that's on the waiting list. But right now they can call our office at 302-652-3532. And what we do is we return the call. I set up an intake meeting anyway, just to talk to the family, see what's going on. Even though I might not be able to work with them right now, but I'll try to give them some other resources that can help them in the meantime until I can continue, until I can start working with the child.
All right. So how long have you been doing the celebrity part of Duffy's Hope?
Man, it's this says 13 years, but I've been 5, so I say 18 altogether.
Yeah.
We didn't count in the beginning. You know, when I started in 1999, you know, at Del Tech, and then went to Glasgow. So you know, and I did 10 straight years with softball at the Farley Stadium. And then we just did 3 years. Now this will be our 3rd year doing basketball. So over 18 years doing this, man. So you know, it's been a blessing, man.
It has been. I mean, I know you feel blessed, but you've been a real blessing on the community. Just so many kids you touch, so many families you touch. Just kind of seeing the interaction, just being a part of the celebrity games, and just seeing the celebrities that you bring in town, and their willingness just to be, you know, a part of the game and not standoffish, and just really embracing those children. I mean, that's just a wonderful thing, man, that you've done.
And that's what we try to do. We try to pick the right celebrities that we feel like are personable, that's really going to interact with the kids. Because, you know, for me, you know, I know in the last couple of years we haven't made any money, truthfully. You know, you know that, you know.
Right.
And my board is telling me we got to stop, though. We got to stop. We're losing too much money. You know, we can't afford to keep moving forward with Duffy's Hope as a whole if we keep losing money with with the celebrity event. But what I always remind them of is that's how we got started doing the celebrity event. But also, we put smiles on these kids' faces in Delaware. And for me, when I get to see a kid smile and say thank you for, you know, bringing their favorite celebrity to town, it makes me feel like, you know, we have won.
Yeah, you can't really put a price on that. So tell me about your background. I know you always talk about the games and Duffy's Hope, but tell me how you got started, and like how did you even get to be able to bring celebrities in town? Because nobody has really been able to do what you've done.
Well, actually, you know, for me, I had the opportunity to play basketball, you know, overseas. I had the opportunity to do a tour, a 1-year tour with the Globetrotters. So I got an opportunity to meet with a lot of different people. So I actually got invited to play in the celebrity game, and that's where I got the idea from. So I said, well, let me try this back home in my hometown. And then we tried it, and it was successful. You know, the first one, even though some of the guys didn't show up, but, you know, we had a packed gym, you know. And the next 2 years, I suffered from that. But when I went to, you know, and to Glasgow, and we ended up bringing &1 basketball, you know, we sold out like 3 straight times, man. I did it 1 year twice, back to back, July and September, because it was a high demand, you know, for people wanting to see that street ball. So I did it, and I think that's what really took it over the edge. And, you know, I always wanted to get to the Bob Carpenter Center, but the first couple times they kept telling me no, the dates were booked. And so I ended up getting, you know, Farley Stadium opened their doors for me, and that's how I ended up down there. You know, I thank them for giving me the opportunity to be in a minor league baseball stadium. So, you know, we went down there for 10 years. So, you know, I just felt like it was growing, so I wanted to go to a bigger arena.
Right.
And that's what it was. So
what was it like? You said you played with the Globetrotters for a year. Tell me about that.
It was fun, man. It was
Yeah,
entertainment.
seemed
You know,
like
you
it
go
would be.
from playing serious basketball to joking around. Even though I am a clown. You know, so I fit right in. But you know, it was great, man. I got an opportunity to tour and travel the world.
Yeah.
Go to different countries and different states. And just see different things, man. And for me, I met so many different people, and that I was been a blessing to.
Yeah.
Like fans who watch the Globetrotters. Like parents who say, man, I used to go to the games with my dad. Thank you for coming over to sign this kid. My son's autograph or my daughter's autograph. It really means a lot to me, man.
Yeah, so the crazy part is, I guess, I'm part of the game. I'm fortunate enough to be friends with you. So some of the kids think I'm a celebrity. And they're asking me for my autograph after the game. I'm like, get out of here.
One time you get your shirt on, man, you are a celebrity, man.
Oh, but it's a lot of fun. They definitely have to experience it. I mean, like you said, it's just so like warm and embracing and personal, like with the people you bring. So let's get to that. Like, who's on the agenda for this year?
Man, let's see. Before we even get into the lineup right now, but last year was our first year at the Bob Carpenter Center, and we did something a little different. We brought our high school all-star game down there right before the celebrity game from the summer youth basketball league that I have in the summer. So we had the boys and girls play right before the celebrity game. So we're gonna do that again this year. A lot of kids have fun. They got an opportunity to play on the Bob floor. So we're gonna do it again. It's gonna kick off at 4:30. That's the high school all-star game from Duffy's Hope Basketball League. So then the main game is gonna start about 6:15. And with the main game, you talking about. Man, I got a nice lineup so far, man. It's the first time I got a lineup this early, man, So I got Yaz the Greatest, who's AKA Hakeem Lyons from the Fox hit show Empire, Diggy Simmons. I got Cap G. He was in the new movie that came out last week called Dope. Trinity Stokes, she's a young lady that plays Judy on Casey on the Disney Channel, Casey Undercover. Got Jay Ellis from The Game. He was here last year. He plays Blue on The Game. Also,
crazy over him.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah.
I remember that. I was getting a little jealous.
You getting jealous? Oh man. Camille McFadden. He also plays on Casey Undercover. Trevor Jackson, who's a friend of the family, R&B singer. He started out in Disney on Let It Shine and some other movies. But now he's a recording artist for Atlantic Records, so he's doing his thing. And also Bobby Valentino, Bobby V. He's doing his thing, man. So Bobby, the R&B sensation, is coming out and play a little basketball. Everybody's looking forward to having fun. Trinity, she's only 9 years old. She's a little girl from Disney Channel, so it's gonna be fun. Actually, we're gonna shoot out her a video drop tomorrow. She did a nice little drop for me, so get an opportunity, check it out on our social media tomorrow. But yeah, and we added more and more people too. As we got some local people. We'll see. We got Trippy. Supposed to be in the game. Love. They went to Glasgow, and then
Little Trippy.
yeah, Little Trippy.
Okay, you got it.
So we got some local Delawareans going to be playing as well. So and we got some more street ball. Hopefully my man come back, little Manny Love. Little shorty.
Oh,
yeah,
the midget. I was just curious to ask you about him.
Yeah.
He stole the show.
Yeah, he stole the show, right? Yeah. So, it's entertaining, man. So that's what I mean. It's going to be vendors there. It's going to be, we're going to give out prizes. You got opportunity to. It's like going to a NBA game. Like the Sixers game. They throw out shirts. You got in between timeouts. You got games and prizes. You got a halftime show. There's a whole bunch of stuff that goes on, man. I mean, I'm getting excited now, that we'll talk about it, man, because I really want to see Delaware show up because, we always complain about not having anything, and then you have something and people don't show up. So I want to see everybody show up. Like Trippy said, if you can't make it, buy a ticket, sponsor some kids. I'm looking to get groups, try to see, what group's gonna come out with the most kids, win a prize. We doing everything. We trying to make it, a fun event before school starts back up.
All right. How much are the tickets?
Tickets are $20.
Okay.
We just had a $10 sale, man. Went fast, man.
Oh
man, we sold all 100 tickets within like 3 hours, man. So it was a good thing, man. So now the tickets are $20 for general admission, $75 for floor seats, which includes a meet and greet with the celebrities.
Okay.
And it's only 100 of them seats.
All right. So how can people get tickets?
They can go to Ticketmaster.com. They can contact Bob Carpenter Center office, or they can call Duffy's Hope. And then tomorrow I'll be releasing some more ticket locations.
Okay. So let's talk about that the meet and greet. So for people who want to get that ticket or that package, how does that work?
Well, what happens is you get the ticket, you show up at 5 o'clock at the stadium, or
Okay.
before 5 o'clock. The meet and greet starts at 5. You go through the line, get your picture, your autograph with your favorite celebrity or whatever or all the celebrities, and then you get seated. You get taken to your seat. You the only one that has reserved seating.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's definitely worth it.
Right on the floor.
Uh-huh.
And you get a gift bag. So it's all good. So I mean, them the seats that I would want to be in right there.
So this is all happening on August the 1st?
August the 1st.
All right. And where's it going to be?
The Bob Carpenter Center at the University of Delaware.
All right. And you have a contact number people can call?
Yeah, they can call me at 302-652-3532. You can also check us out on Instagram at Duffy's Hope, Twitter at Duffy's Hope, and Facebook, Duffy'sHopeInc.org.
Okay.
That's our website as well.
All right. And give us that number one more time, though.
302-652-3532.
Okay. All right, and what we're going to do, let's give away 5 tickets. All right, give away 5 of the $20 tickets. We'll give away some probably every week. I know my dad over there making little funny faces.
Yeah. He pull out a check.
Okay, we like that. Come have a seat, Mr. C. He's pulling out a check. Well, now we're going to give away 5 tickets to the first 5 callers who call the number that Duffy just gave. What's that number again, Duff?
302.
Stay focused, man.
652-3532. I see money, man. I got to go over there, man. Let's take a break.
They can leave a message on that phone, right?
Yeah.
All right, so the first 5 callers leave a message saying that you want to, no, matter of fact, they're going to have to say that they want to see Trippy.
They got to see Trippy, right?
They want to see Trippy start.
Oh, no.
I can't start. I can't start. Oh, never mind. You give away. I ain't giving away nothing.
I'm gonna see what these checks were first. Then we can talk about that.
Start. They they have to call and leave a message saying that they want to see Trippy play in the Duffy's Hope Celebrity Game. If you say that, you will each win 1 ticket. We're gonna give away 5 tickets to the first 5 callers. So leave that message and give me that number one more time, though.
302-652-3532.
652-3532. We're going to give them away weekly, and then when it gets probably maybe the week before the game, we're going to give away some of those $75 tickets.
If someone left.
All right, yeah, that's true. Yeah, don't wait. That's a good point. All right, boss. So, any closing remarks?
Man, just thank you and your family for allowing me to come on, and thanks for the support throughout the years. And thanks to my family for supporting me, my board members. Destiny, Donnie, my wife, Asian Tamir. See y'all later.
All right, and I guess the most important thing, like you mentioned before, like the focus isn't really the game, but the focus is like your organization and what you guys are doing for the children. And if you can support in any way, financially, I'm not sure I don't know if you need volunteers to help at all for the game or for Duffy's Hope.
I mean, they want to. I think we might need a couple more. Some volunteers that really want to work, not just want to sit and get in the game free. So if you want to volunteer, email me at info@Duffy'sHopeInc.org.
Okay. All right, we're going to take a really quick break, and we'll be right back with Ralph Eileen.
Welcome back to the Congo Hour. Trippy had to step out for a minute, and he asked me if I would set in and improve his seat. So I think I have just by sitting here. Anyway, we have another exciting guest that he's no stranger to Wilmington, newer to our community. He's about everything that the community looks forward to in our young people. He's going to come on right away. There's no introduction to him. He's just going to come on in his own way to talk about an activity that he's about doing now, and he hopes that he can get your support. You got it.
All right. My name is Ralph Eileen. I just opened up a lounge on 3rd and Market, 302 North Market Street, called Bobby Rhines Executive Lounge. Been open probably about 4 months, going on 5 months. And I've been in the promotion game for quite some time, doing different events, doing little parties. And it just got to the point where as though I felt like it was time for me to open up my own place. Not only that, I wanted to show my kids that it could be done, try to inspire them to become entrepreneurs. I think Delaware, we just have a lot of bars and we got restaurants who think they're clubs, but we don't really have nowhere that's like a lounge, somewhere where grown folks could come, and relax. And I think that was one of my main reasons of wanting to bring something different to, Delaware nightlife. Everybody's always saying that, Delaware is nothing to do. They always got to go to Philly, always got to go to DC. So I tried to incorporate all those things that you see in Philly and DC and, bring it right here to Delaware.
You say you've been open for about
Yeah, about 4 months. I'm going on 5 months.
I think that, I went to a place in Philadelphia. I can never think of the name of the place. It's up north Philly. And it reminded me of South Street. What's that area called?
Old City?
No.
Not, I wouldn't know what the place is now.
Oh, goodness. It's
They have
well
so many
known.
places up there.
But the excitement of what you're doing, having locations up and down Market Street where people can just have fun and feel comfortable and enjoy Wilmington at a leisure time, is just what we need. We need every store in Wilmington filled
You're right.
with all kinds of entertainment to make it someplace that's just fun.
Yeah. But I think the biggest thing is having people just to support us. I hear, even with my business, I hear a lot of people say, I hope it lasts. So I hear how nice it is. I got to get down there. Well, only how I'm going to last and be here for a while is if everybody comes out and support. I understand, I think Delaware, we get a bad rap. They always highlighting what goes wrong here, but never highlights the things that people are doing, like myself. And, even before the business, for the last 5 or 6 years, I do a lot of things for the community. So I do book bag drives, Easter egg hunts. And like I said, my biggest thing is because I interact with these kids, just trying to show them that, there's a way out. There's some things that you can do. A lot of people thought I wasn't going to be able to pull this off. And I proved everybody wrong.
My family and I had I don't know, we can't call it a nightclub. It was, are you familiar with it?
Of
the
course.
Christina River Club.
Of course, I remember.
And that was exciting. And the thing that I found that we had to do was to market. And as we marketed the businesses and threw a few incentives in to encourage them to come down, we were finding out when birthday parties could be held down there. It was just, at first, because it was new, everybody came.
Right.
As it got older, we had to remember that we had to do more work.
Right.
And we did. And at the end, we got out of that because it was just a lot for us.
Yeah.
But and I've always wanted to see someone else do that for this community. So I've heard about it because I was invited to Wayna's
Her birthday, yes.
birthday party.
Yeah.
But, at my age, you want to go, but the Sandman gets a hold of you and he won't let you get out. So I wasn't able to make it, but I heard so many fine things about it.
Thank you. Thank you. I know Trippy's been down there, quite a few times, and, when line of work, you always got to reinvent yourself. So, even with some of the things that we're trying to do is, and hopefully we can probably get you and Trippy to come down there, is like do some guest bartending, and then we donate a portion of the proceeds to some type of organization. And even with that, what that does is by having different people guest bartend, then you invite your friends, people who don't even know that I was there, then they come in and get a chance to see what the place looks like, and hopefully they tell a friend who tells a friend. Because one of my biggest things is I feel like I put too much time and too much money into this establishment just to allow any and everybody just to come in there. I'm not trying to be here today and gone tomorrow. So sometimes you might come in there on a Friday night, I might only have 20, 30 people, but we probably turned away 40 to 50 people just because it's just not the place for everybody. We also have, you can also become a member of the lounge. So for $250 for the year, you can become a member, and what that consists of, when you first walk in, we have a wall that has wine panels and cigar boxes. You can pick one of those cigar boxes, your name will go on the wall. You get some type of Bobby Rhines t-shirt, 10% if you ever want to purchase, drinks, food. If you ever want to rent a place, you can run a tab. Men get a black card. Women get a pink card, and already we have quite a few members. We got Councilwoman Hanifa Shabazz, Councilman Mike Brown. We got Scott Banks, who does the detail for the mayor. So, I mean, we're getting there. And I think as time goes on, I plan on being there for years to come.
Well, I hope you do. That's the whole game. You got to keep planning.
Yes.
Planning, and you got to have faith, and you got to have quality service. For us, the dress code was the most important thing that allowed us to stay there. Trippy was a bartender.
I think that's why we went out of business. I don't know if you really want to have me as a guest bartender, but
One night, a couple hours can't hurt.
that's true.
Can't hurt.
That's true. But I definitely want to congratulate you, man, because what you put together is really awesome.
Thank you.
It's an excellent venue. When you go in there, you don't even think that you're in Wilmington. You really have, it has an atmosphere of a DC or like a New York or a Philly. I love it, man. You can
Thank
go in the
you.
back and shoot some pool, like you said, and the people who are there, like the clientele, it's always upscale. Never have to worry about anything happening. It's a really nice venue. So
Thank you.
definitely want to encourage you to keep up the great work, and whatever you have done, just keep doing it. And I also just like you said, Ralph, we have to support you. We just can't sit on the sidelines and, like you said, hope that you make it. We have
Right.
to put effort into you making it. And if that takes us having events there, I think that's what we need to do. I mean, you're a young guy who has been in trouble, turned your life around. I mean, I don't know if you want to share your story,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I think your story is something that needs to be shared, because
Please.
so many people get in trouble and feel that they're trapped and feel that they can't do anything because of maybe a record or their history.
Right.
But what you've done, you've overcome so many obstacles and you've accomplished things that people who have never had a second of trouble
Right.
haven't done. So again, I just want my hats off to you.
Thank you.
Honestly, brother, because I mean, and then the way you give back to the community every year, that's not something that you really have to do. Your book bag drives, you give away hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of book bags, and you feed kids, and you just do it from your heart. So if only for that reason, that's why I think that this city has to support you.
I appreciate that. And even what you were saying, just for everybody to know, so I did 15 years in prison. I've been home going on 6 years, and I think one of the biggest reasons for me wanting to change my life, like when I went to prison, my daughter was 3 years old, and being in prison, you see a lot of guys who grow up and they don't like their father. And the reason why they don't like their father is because they was never in their life. They've been in prison, they've been away. Mm-hmm. And when I came home, my daughter still loved me. And I always said to myself, like, I'm scared that if I was to make one more mistake and leave again, that I would be in that same situation where she didn't love me anymore. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times, when I go back to the detention centers and I do things just for the community, is to show them that, I made a mistake. Mm-hmm. And don't let nobody tell you just because you made a mistake, that means you're not worth anything. Mm-hmm. And even with me making that mistake, they did an article with me in the paper maybe about a month ago, and I didn't like it at first. Mm-hmm. Because of the caption. I think it said something like from felon to entrepreneur. Then I sat back and I said to myself, well, I mean, it's the truth. Mm-hmm. And because of that, it made people read that article. That was one of the most shared and read articles on Delaware Online. I think within a matter of 24 hours, it was shared over 20-something hundred times. I had, people that normally probably wouldn't come around was coming to the lounge like, I just want to meet you. I just want to say you're an inspiration. And that's why I do what I do. Of course, I want to make some money, but my biggest thing is, I think 50 Cent has this saying where I'm going to get rich or die trying. What I consider to be rich, I'm probably going to die trying. But my biggest thing is I do it for my kids. I do it to inspire them, that hopefully I leave a legacy behind. Hopefully that, 20 years from now, we might still have that building, or my daughter can say, your pop-up had a lounge here before. Like even though with your dad,
Right.
Your dad grow up being in the funeral home business, and that made you probably want to get into that. And the same thing I want to do with my son. I think we have to do that. Same thing I want to do with kids who might not have a positive role model in their life. They can relate to me.
Right.
I'm just like you guys. I did the same thing that you did. And, no disrespect to nobody, but nobody helped me. City of Wilmington, nobody helped me. I got people that works for the city, like Trippy, Hanifa Shabazz, who support me, but I've never had anybody's help. And you know, at one point in time, I felt some type of way. Like it's almost like I was looking for the city's approval. And then it got to the point like, man, look, you've been doing this all these years by yourself with no help. Why you need their approval now? Keep doing what you're doing, and people are gonna notice.
You know, it's very important. I guess I was so impressed with President Obama's speech or his eulogy
Right.
on Friday, and he pointed out probably 10 different things, and most of them was what has held us back. But I believe that one of those things he did not mention was that we hold ourselves back.
Right.
And we hold ourselves back because the kind of, I guess, culture that we should have, we've been denied that and have not been introduced to the one that would allow us to grow like other ethnic group people. The amazing thing about Wilmington and around the world is that we as a people have been so hindered that I think every ethnic group that comes to America does better than we do. And the perception of those that can help us is that we should not have the banks, as you say, the city, and how do people like yourself get into that system, and how do other people create a system? And you know where that system could begin?
Where is that?
Right at your place. And your leadership in doing that would help so many people, because in fact every ethnic group that I know about has a place to go to do their planning.
Right.
We don't.
You're right.
And when I built the place down on the water, that was my whole purpose, to create a venue where we could get together and begin to do some things as a people in Delaware. And so I think that since that got away from us, and you have a very fine place according to Trippy, I haven't been fortunate enough to be there yet. I think that your leadership and how you get people there to find that place, the place to be, the place where things can begin to happen, is very important.
Okay. I agree.
That's a good point. That's a
Yeah,
great
it
point.
really is. And then I was just talking to my brother maybe like maybe about a month ago, and we kind of said something like that. Not to put my business on the same level as a church, but how we was trying to say was, you know, a lot of people go to the church for information. It's like an information hub. If you need to hear a word, if you need any kind of help in anything, everything is at the church. So we kind of said, you know, we got to make Bobby Rhines almost like the church, where we're the hub that you can find out any information you need to know. If you need to know something about insurance, banking, we have all these people who are here. If a family member passed away, oh, we got Trippy. We got this person. Everybody is right here. So that information hub is something that, you know, we're also trying to do. But, you know, just like you said, I think a lot of it comes from, we all have these ideas and all want things to be a certain way, but without the support, it can't happen. I think, you know, people got to put egos to the side. I think there's a lot of great African Americans that's doing things here in the city. I'm not the only business that's here. There's other businesses, but you know, you can't be here, then I'm here, then we don't even communicate, or we don't even try to figure out a way that we can circulate, you know, our own money. Who cares whatever, you might not like me from whatever, when we was kids or whatever. Let's put those differences to the side. At the end of the day, we're trying to be successful. We're trying to feed our kids. We're trying to show people that it can be done. Because on the outside looking in, you know, when you read the paper, it looks like Delaware has nothing going on but these shootings. And we're more than that.
You know, it's very interesting. I have a good friend that owns a lot of dealerships. And he was always encouraging other dealerships to come right beside him. People don't realize that the competition is your marketing tool to get more people. So people have a chance that would never get a chance to know you was there if the other business came down, even right beside you. Or he said, yeah, I see, if I have a place that's called Angerstein's, and when they don't have something, they don't say, well, I don't know. They send me to Walmart, who has everything. So, I mean, we have to learn that kind of networking will make us all successful.
Oh, yeah, of course. Especially when you said about opening up a business, like even with my lounge. I wouldn't mind if somebody opened up right beside me, because then what that does is it gives people options. It makes other people, who, like you said, who don't know that I was there, have to come into the city. Maybe they can't get into your place tonight, so that gives them a reason to come into my place. And now you're like, oh my God, I didn't know this was here. This is a nice place.
Right.
And you know, you do the same thing.
What are your hours?
We open from days open from Tuesday to Sunday. We don't open on Mondays until football season starts back up. But we open at 2 p.m. every day. I think we have the best happy hour around. Our happy hour is from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. And every night of the week, we do something a little different. So on Tuesday nights, we have a jam session, an open mic, and that's from 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. Wednesdays, we have something called Wine Down Wednesdays. We do a free wine tasting. Whatever wine that you like, you get $4 for the glass or $5 off the bottle. Thursdays is called Cash for Karaoke. We want the people like ourselves who don't know how to sing come in there and have a good time.
Like ourselves, huh?
Yeah, well, I don't know. You know how to sing?
Yeah, I can sing.
Well,
You know,
hit a note
we
real
don't have
quick.
enough time tonight. I'll get started. I don't want to stop. You know what I mean?
I hear that. So we do Cash for Karaoke, and how we do that is, when you fill out your slip to submit for your song, at the end of the night, we just do like a raffle. We just pick our hand in there, whatever ticket we pick out, that's the person who wins. Friday nights is called Executive Fridays. Got to be a little more dressed up to come in. Saturdays we kind of leave open if anybody wants to rent the place, and if not, we just open, like a regular lounge. Starting this Sunday, we're going to start doing the Latin night. I'm actually teaming up with a business right next door to me. It's a Dominican hair salon. So we sat down and came up with some ideas so we can bring some more Latin bands and things into the community to give other people some stuff to do. So,
What's parking like? I don't know if that's a bad question to ask you.
Oh, it's not a bad question. After 5 o'clock, you can park on the streets. I mean, parking clears up. But we also have a parking lot that's on 2nd and Market that that we're able to use. Also, another thing that I didn't tell everybody is when we have events on our weekends, I offer valet parking. So even if you're a little older, even if it's raining, even if you're a woman, you can just pull right on up, valet, park your car, and you can come on in. Something different that we do with our valet is when you get your ticket, there's a number on there. One thing I don't like about valet parking, I think valet parking is good when you first pull up because they're right there. But when it's time for you to leave, you got to stand outside and you got to wait 5, maybe 10 minutes for them to bring you your car. But with us, what we do is we have our telephone number on the ticket, so you can just text valet. You could text them and say, I'm ready. My ticket number is 001. So when you come outside, your car's already outside, warmed up and waiting on you.
Like that. I like another thing that you do too. I guess it is part of the valet parking is the guys who are out front and just kind of open the door for you, and they greet you like they have a warm greeting for you. It just kind of sets the tone, So when you're going in there, it's just like I like this place already because you got somebody out front open the door and say, hey, what's going on, bud? You know what I mean? That's
that was
nice
that was the key thing. Like your dad has said is. The key thing is customer service. So, when I went through the process of hiring people, I let them know that first people, when they leave out of here, they should say customer service was good. Then they should say how nice the building looked.
Right.
I tell them, I don't care if somebody walks in here that you don't like. When they in here, they all right with you. And when you offer work, if y'all don't like them, that's something different. So I tell them all the time, there's this place, Chick-fil-A. I don't know who does their training, whatever, but I think Chick-fil-A has the best customer service. When you go in there, I don't care how disrespectful, whatever, they keep a smile and they're pleasant. And that's the same way we try to do at Bobby Ryan's. Because Bobby Ryan's isn't just my establishment. I mean, it belongs to everybody. It's for us.
Great.
All right, man. I wish we could talk a little longer, but we have to go to break. I think we have your contact information on the screen, but just give your phone number just in case.
Telephone number is 302-507-8957. Website is BobbyRhines.com. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everything is Bobby Rhines. It's BOBBIRHIANS.
Okay. right, man. Thanks for coming out. We appreciate it.
And I appreciate you
I'm gonna get
guys.
him down there too.
Oh, you need to
All
come
right.
on down here.
This week.
All right.
We'll be here this week. All right, we're gonna take a really quick break, and we'll be right back with our funeral announcements.